2016. This is session 1 of Unit 2. This session takes you through the factors affecting curriculum design. Knowledge of the factors that influence curriculum design will help you as a teacher to understand and know how the content you are teaching and the learning experiences to which your children are exposed have been selected. You may also develop some insight into the methods you can use to deliver this content. Therefore, this session will help you to develop and understand the various factors that influence curriculum design. I am your course facilitator, Nihad Goni. Let's start. By the end of this session, you should be able to explain how the following factors influence curriculum design. 1. Political. 2. Social. 3. Economic. 4. Technological. 5. Environmental. And 6. Child psychology. I believe that from your experiences as a student and a teacher, you may have noticed how politics influence education. That is why education is regarded as a political activity. National ideology and philosophy have a tremendous influence on the education system because of the following. 1. The goals, content, learning experience, and evaluation strategies is determined and defined by the ruling government's aim, which is under politics. And so, the government agencies determine these aspects in education. 2. The curriculum material and how they are interpreted also heavily reply political consideration. 3. In the hiring of personnel in the education sector, politics is at play. The Minister of Education is appointed by the government with all its deputies and among other leadership in the education sector. 4. Funding of education is greatly influenced by politics. The ruling government provides funds to improve and increase education in various sectors. 5. The entry into educational institutions and the examination systems is also heavily influenced by politics. Society has its own expectations about the aims and objectives that should be considered when designing the curriculum. It also has a perception of what the product of the school system should look like. It is therefore necessary for curriculum designers to take into account societal considerations. If it doesn't happen, the curriculum becomes irrelevant. We are in communities where there are diverse religious groups, Christians, Muslims, traditionalists, the Hindus, among others, and all of their views must be considered when designing the curriculum. Let's look at some of the social factors influencing curriculum design. 1. Society's resistance to some subjects in the curriculum make it difficult to include in the curriculum. The prevailing groups in a society air their views towards the kind of courses that should be included in the curriculum. These groups feel that including these subjects in the curriculum will undermine their belief system. The same groups of people will not tolerate a curriculum that does not include religious and moral education. 2. The design of curricular materials and their presentation should accommodate the culture of the society that the curriculum is seeking to serve. In Ghana, our curriculum reflects the Ghanaian culture. And so, whenever you design curricular materials and how you present them should reflect the culture of the country. You should, however, be sensitive to the fact that the curriculum can be used to perpetuate inequalities. So you may have a curriculum that is gender biased against female children because maybe it includes instructional materials that portray negative attitudes towards women and children. Hence, the culture should have both positive and negative influences on the curriculum. But then curriculum designers will have to carefully take a look at all of this and minimize these influences. 3. Societal groups like the professional associations, the cultural groups, and religious organizations can bring their views to bear on curriculum design. This is so because any curriculum of value must result from a broad consultation of a wide range of stakeholders. So all stakeholders of society have to bring their views, which would be considered in the designing of the curriculum. One of the reasons why education is financed by governments is to improve the country's economy. Therefore, the national curriculum should concern itself with the requirements of the economy. Perhaps you are wondering how the economy of the country affects the curriculum. Let's look at the following. You might have noticed some advertisements for vacant posts in your local media. The employers have basic requirements, and so education institutions find themselves working to meet these basic requirements academically and professionally. The skills needed by the industry should be translated into the content and learning experiences of learners. The skills, knowledge base, and attitude required by industry should be developed in the classroom. 2. The market forces dictate what should be included in the national curriculum. As you are reading this unit, you might be thinking of acquiring a higher academic or professional qualification, which will enhance your upward social mobility. As to the demands of the individual people in the community, the curriculum should be designed to suit the needs of the individuals in the society. So the market, how many people will be enrolled on the national curriculum, or how many of our people are demanding for this kind of professional education, will determine what goes into the curriculum at a particular level. 3. The economic stability of a nation also determines the quantity of learners at the different levels. How economically stable the country is translates into that of the individual's financial stability, which will determine whether he will enroll in school or not, and so the number or quantity of learners at that particular level. 4. The acquisition of classroom supplies, such as the textbooks, the charts, equipment, and then chemicals for chemistry experiments from the industries, also show how economic factors affect the curriculum. Acquisition of all these supplies needs money to be able to get them, and so it also translates into the economic factors, but then highly influencing how we design our curriculum. Technology has come to stay, and it is one of the factors that also influences curriculum design. Let's look at how. Computer literacy is one of the latest technological innovations. Now, those skills are required in most careers, and so in designing a curriculum without bringing in these computer literacy skills, which is needed by the careers, will make the curriculum irrelevant. For 2, apart from computer literacy, the other forms of electronic media that has been innovated from technology, and they are used in teaching, like the various platforms online for teachers to be able to meet their students. It all helps with teaching, and they are all from technology. Thirdly, technology has provided a variety of learning experience and have facilitated individualized learning. Due to technology, students can individually access information all over the world and learn on their own without being facilitated by a teacher out there. Fourthly, curriculum designers too cannot afford to ignore technology and its influence on the curriculum because of how broad and impactful it is in the modern era now. Technology is greatly influencing teaching and learning, directly or indirectly. Environmental factors also influence curriculum design. How? Now, it is through education that remediation can be effected for environmental pollution. There has been a lot of activities that humans have been undergoing of late. This has affected the sky, the land, and the sea. The end result is that humanity is being adversely affected by these inconsiderations. Industrial waste have polluted the world. For example, the ozone layer in the atmosphere, which protects us from harmful radiation from the sun, is being depleted. People want this redressed. So how do you want it to be redressed? You put it in the curriculum that is taught in schools so that the upcoming generations learn it, they translate it to their families, and then it helps to change the behaviors of humans that affect the environment negatively. And so it serves as a remediation for helping with the solving environmental pollution. The second reason why environmental factors is also important and should be considered when designing a curriculum is that it will help to ensure the survival of future generations. Everybody lives in a physical environment, and the physical environment gives us a lot of things. The air we breathe in, the water, our food, and everything is from our environment. And so, if humans continue to perform activities that affect it negatively, it will get to a point that our survival will be very limited. And so, putting in the environmental factors into the curriculum will teach the generation to help sustain the environment for future generations. Apart from the factors already discussed, child psychology also influences curriculum design. How? 1. The theories of learning and child development have to be considered when designing the content of the curriculum and how it is delivered. Because knowing about the learner and then knowing about the learning process, the theories that influences learning process, will give you an upper hand to how to teach the children or how to design the content, how to put in the methodologies and the subject matter for the level of that child you want to teach. So you must know about the learner and you must know about the theories surrounding learning. That is why child psychology influences the kind of curriculum we design. Secondly, learning about child psychology helps to ensure that the activities and experiences that are taught children are given to them at their most teachable moments. That is to maximize learning. When you learn more about the theories of learning and then child development, which are all under child psychology, you will know when it is best for a child to learn, giving him a teachable moment, and then how to maximize learning for the learner. Kindly assess yourself on this session with these questions. Explain how curriculum design is influenced by 1. Political factors, 2. Social factors, 3. Economic factors, 4. Technological factors, 5. Environmental factors, and 6. Child psychology. We have come to the end of this session. In this session, we tackled how curriculum design is influenced by politics, social factors, economic, technological, and environmental factors, as well as child psychology. All these are considered before a curriculum is designed for the maximum impact in the society. Thank you. I have been your course facilitator, Nihad Goni, and see you in our next session.